Hello, welcome to our practice for July, our practice to help us overcome fear, open up that heart, face all the things we want to do. For this practice today, you will need either a strap or a resistance band, a towel will work, a blanket, anything, small blanket. So you can grab those supplies, get your mat ready, pause the video when you have those things, come back and join me. Okay, so welcome. We are going to start lying on our backs, and our arms are going to be in goalpost arm position, feet on the mat, knees in the air. Relax those shoulders. Just take a couple breaths here, checking in with your body. You can close your eyes if it feels comfortable. Inhale, fill your belly up with air. Exhale, slowly let the air out. 2 more breaths. Still, feet on the mat, knees in the air. On an inhale, you're going to lift hips up toward the ceiling here. Check in with your neck, tuck your chin gently, opening up still with those goalpost arms, hips up nice and high. Make sure your knees aren't going out to the side. Make sure there's like a little magnetic force that's kind of pulling thighs toward each other, keeping that space at hip distance apart. On an exhale, slowly lower down as if you're lowering vertebrae by vertebrae. If you have any knee pain here, make sure your knees aren't or your feet aren't super close to your body. Otherwise, knees are going over your ankles, and that doesn't feel good. So feet maybe in a distance where when you lift, you're at a 90-degree angle within your knees. So we're going to continue this with breath. Inhale, lift up toward the ceiling. Exhale, slowly lower down. Continue that 2 more times, your own pace, your own time. You're going to lift 1 more time and then stay here. Again, tucking that chin gently so neck and spine are in alignment and feel good. Lifting hips, making sure knees aren't going out to the side. Lifting nice and high. And exhale, slowly lower down. Go ahead and gently hug knees into your body. Rock side to side here, massaging out to your hips. You can make circles. Knees can be together or separate. Maybe massaging out to your tailbone, whatever feels good to you here. And then go ahead and either rock back and forth up to seated or roll onto your side and come up to seated here. We're going to grab our strap or our resistance band. Put our hands inside, palms facing down. Wrap those shoulders out and down. So they're kind of plugged in. Shoulders are away from ears and back. Little resistance. So if you're holding a towel, holding a strap, just gently pull a little bit. Remember, 80%, not 100. Wrap shoulders down. Inhale, reach arms up. As you do this, make sure you don't have a big arch in your low back. If you're really arching that low back, go ahead and shift pelvis down a little bit so you can engage your core and use your core. On an exhale, slowly lower down. Make sure you're still breathing. not holding your breath. Fear is just excitement without breath. So we gotta breathe to make this exciting and not full of fear. But when we concentrate, we do make things holding our breath, adding that fear. Continue with your breath. One more time. And you're going to turn your hands so they're both palms facing in toward each other. Wrap those shoulders down again, provide a little resistance. So if you're holding a towel or a strap, just twist your wrists so they're this way. Inhale, reach it up. Check in with that low back, engage that core. Don't let that arch happen. Exhale, bring them down. Continue your own breath, your own time. Always have to really concentrate. Go ahead and set that down when you're finished. Move into some shoulder circles, opening up that space, letting go of any tension there. And then hands on your thighs. We'll move into some torso circles here. So just, it's less about this circle. Close your eyes if that feels comfy. More about pausing, stretching where it feels good. If sitting cross-legged doesn't feel good, sit another way. Make it work for you. We always make the pose fit our body rather than changing our body to fit the pose. When it feels right, reverse directions. And then come back to center, relax those shoulders down. We'll move on to hands and knees next. So here we're going to, again, wrap those shoulders down. Inhale, bring your belly down, head up. Open the collarbone here. Exhale, arch your back, let your head hang, press away, separating shoulder blades. Continue that, your own breath, your own time. And then move into some freestyling here, circling the hips, circling the ribs, figuring out what feels good here. Take a couple breaths to even out here. And then go ahead and bring those knees comfortably wide if it feels okay. Inhale here. Exhale, bring your hips to your feet, forehead toward your mat. If this is hard, grab a block, grab a pillow, put that in front of you. Bring the mat closer to you. And breathe here. And then inhale, come back up onto hands and knees. Put knees under hips, bring hands one handprint ahead of where they are. Check in with those shoulders. Wrap them out and down. Curl your toes under, lift hips up and back for downward dog. Shoulders away from ears, pushing hips up and back. Bend deep into one knee and gently press the other heel back and breathe here. And then switch. And then we'll move into downward dog, both legs back. You can bend knees a little, push hips up and back, and then wrap those shoulders, bring them away from your ears. On an exhale, look to your hands, and however it makes sense, you're going to step up to your hands. If you need to adjust, feel free to do that. We're gonna hang here a little at first, let the head go, grab opposite elbows or sway, whatever feels good to you, really letting go of those hamstrings, not fighting them, just letting go. Bring hands to your shins. Inhale for a half lift, flat back. Feel like you're stretching the low back. Exhale, fold. Hands grounded to body as you slowly rise up. Reach up. Bring palms together. Bring thumbs to your heart. Smile on your face. You got this. Inhale, reach arms up. Shoulders away from ears. Grow nice and tall. Check in again with that low back. If you're arching a lot from here, tilt that pelvis down. Reach taller without arching that low back. Exhale, hinge at your hips. Fold forward. Hands to shins. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands and step the feet back for plank. Option to lower those knees down. In fact, I highly recommend it. Wrap those shoulders down and then lower all the way down to your belly. Hands at your sides here, elbows in, tops of the feet onto the mat. Inhale, stretch forward, lifting maybe a little. Tuck the chin so you're pointing with the back of the crown of your head. Weight is not in your hands, but you're using your upper back here. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, come onto hands and knees. Curl your toes under, lift hips up and back for downward dog. Shoulders away from ears, bend knees, push hips up and back. Inhale, lift right foot. And then exhale, hug it into your body and step it by your hands. This is where it doesn't have to be pretty. Like you can adjust, you can come down to that other knee, get that foot up there. It doesn't have to be graceful. You're gonna lift that back knee if you lifted it. Check that there's space between your feet. Hip distance. We want to be on a railroad track, not on a balance beam. Scissor this front hip back. Get nice and strong. Push into this front heel and rise up. Awesome. Balance is hard. Look down at the ground in front of you. Scissoring hips together. Back leg is nice and straight like that. Thighs pressing behind you. A little softness into the knee and bend into the front knee. Bring arms up. Inhale, reach up. Shoulders away from ears. Exhale, goal post arms. 2 more times, your own breath, your own time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, goal post arms. 1 more time. Inhale, reach up once more. Exhale, look down at the front foot. Bring the hands down to frame that foot. However it makes sense, you can come down onto knees again, or you can lift this foot and bring it back and move back to downward dog. Or come down onto knees and then to downward dog. So hips in the air, bending knees, pushing hips up and back, shoulders away from ears. Inhale, lift that left leg, and it's just right behind you. It's like stretching long, it's not super high. Exhale, hug that left knee into your body. Set it up by the left hand. Again, adjust. Come down on a knee, adjust. Make sure you have at least hip distance between your feet. Scissor this front hip back. Get your foundation super strong. Engage the core, and then push into that front heel. Rise up. Looking down will help balance. Inhale, reach up. Back leg is nice and straight. Thigh pushing behind you. Shoulders away from ears. Exhale, goal post arms. 2 more times, your own breath, your own time. One more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, look down at that front foot. Bring hands down to frame that foot. However it makes sense, come down onto hands and knees, or just bring that front foot back, curl toes under, lift up to downward dog. Shoulders away from ears, pushing hips up and back. And then exhale, look to your hands and step to your hands. Hands to shins. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Hands grounded to body, engage the core, slowly rise up. Reach up. Palms together, thumbs to your heart. Bend your knees, sink your hips for chair pose. Turn that core on right above the hip points. It's that subtle feeling. Come up to standing. Bend your knees, sink your hips for chair once more. Breathing here. Inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, fold forward a little bit in front of you. Reach out in front of you. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward, chest toward thighs. It's okay, it doesn't have to go all the way there. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, one more fold. Inhale, push into those heels, rise all the way up. Palms together, thumbs to your heart. Inhale, reach arms up, shoulders away from ears. Again, check in that your low back isn't arching. Tilt pelvis down if you need to. Reach nice and tall, shoulders away from ears. Exhale, sweep arms down alongside you. Bring hands behind you, interlace fingers behind you. Gently bring shoulders away from ears. Breathe here. Shoulders still wrapped down, opening up that front body. Inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, sweep them down. Interlace fingers behind again. This time put the opposite pinky on the bottom. Wrap those shoulders down and back. Shoulders away from ears, opening up the front body. Again, checking in so we're not arching from the low back. Breathing here. Exhale, let go. I'm going to move into a balanced pose here. So we're going to get nice and strong on one leg, light on the other. Strong in that standing leg, but soft in the knee. And we're going to bring that leg up to high march here. Focus down. Finding a focal point will help you. Keep your focus. Inhale, bring arms out to your sides. And exhale, cross on over like you're giving yourself a hug. Really bring elbows away from your body, opening up that front body, finding that focal point, breathing here. This is where we really like to hold our breath. Exhale, open up once more. And then bring hands and legs down. I was thinking about how that was like a crazy bird pose. You could say, caw, caw. And then go ahead and shake that out. Inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, grab hands, bend to one side. Inhale, back center. And exhale to the other side. Inhale, back center. Exhale, bring arms down. We'll get nice and strong on the opposite leg and bring the other one to tiptoes. Find that focal point, engage the core, use your glutes, poke those muscles if you need to. We'll work more on them. And then bring that leg up to high march. Inhale, reach arms out at your side like they're making letter T. Exhale, maybe the opposite hand comes on top. This time, if you remember, give yourself that hug, but bring elbows away from your body. Shoulders still back, opening up that front body, making sure you're not arching that low back. And if you're like, Christy, what the heck, this is way too much, don't worry. You don't have to get it all today. You got more days. Inhale, reach arms out to your side. Exhale, bring hands and leg down. Inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, open up your body toward one side. Gentle twist here. Inside, inhale, back center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale, back center. Exhale, hinge at your hips, fold forward. Plant your hands, come down onto hands and knees. Press your feet behind you, come down to seated. We're gonna lay on our backs. Feet are gonna be nice and wide to the edges of the mat. Relax shoulders here. We're gonna gently windshield wiper legs back and forth. Arms can be at a letter T with your body, goalpost, whatever feels good. Inhale, back center. Exhale to the other side. One goes out to the side, the other follows to the middle. And continue. Slowing down your breath. In turn, slowing down your heartbeat. Pausing at one side or the other if you'd like. When you're ready, bring knees back up to center. We'll get ready for our final resting pose, our Shavasana. So option 2, have knees bent or legs straight on the mat. You can put a pillow under your knees as well. That can feel good. You can have arms wide at your side. Palms facing up, palms facing down. Just get comfy and take up space, a little more space than you are used to. Relax our body here. Soften the space around your eyes and release any tension from your jaw. Taking tongue down from the roof of your mouth. Leaving a little space between your teeth. And let your shoulders melt into the mat here. And give yourself permission to just be. Know that there's nothing you have to do here right now. Know where you have to be. And come to your breath. Inhale, filling your belly with air. Exhale, slowly letting that air out. Knowing our job isn't to stop our thoughts, but to simply notice them. You can send them drifting away on a cloud or on a leaf down a stream, knowing if they're ones you need, they'll come back to you when you need them. Give yourself this time, even when it feels like, gosh, I should press stop and I should get up and do the things I have to do. Fight the urge and let yourself be. We often fight the silence, the stillness, because it's when the thoughts in our mind are loud and clear. But when we can still find stillness and let our thoughts know that they don't define us, they are not us, we can be in control instead of our thoughts controlling us. You can begin to lengthen your inhales and exhales. Bring tiny little wiggles of movement to your fingers and toes. And slowly move your head from one side to the other, like you're slowly shaking your head no. And your next inhale, reach arms up above, extend legs long, giving yourself a gentle body stretch. On an exhale, hug your knees in and either give them a squeeze or rock side to side. Go ahead and roll on to the side of your choice, using your arm as a little pillow, taking a couple breaths here, stacking knees and hips. And when you're ready, gently bring yourself up to seated, sitting nice and tall, crown of your head reaching, shoulders relaxed. Inhale, reach arms up. Bring palms together, bring thumbs to your heart. Bring a smile to your face here. Think of one thing you can do today to light yourself up. Maybe something you don't give yourself permission to do. One thing you can do today or tomorrow if you're doing this late. And take one breath here. And thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste. The light in me honors the light in you.